Between the hedges, Georgia dogs coming out. War Eagle flying over Jordan hair skies. Hottie toddy down in Oxford, rebels rise. Cowbells ringing in Starkville all night. Rocky Top singing in that Leland light. Anchor down Vandy, black and gold pride. Gamecocks crowing in Columbia loud and wide. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Gators in the swamp, chomping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Ridge battle, Wildcats bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zoe, black and gold fight. Boomer Sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score. Saturday light, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk, we talk that score.
Yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, it is your guy, Nick Frazier, one half of Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us tonight. Man, you can't see him but you can't hear him. Tell him who you are, boss man.
Man, it's your boy Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here tonight. Around the water cooler, man. We thank y'all so much, man, for always rocking with us, man. And as always, I got us rocking with us, the man, everybody's favorite Auburn fan, the other member of Water Cooler Talk Sports. It is Auburn Tez. Tez, how you feeling like my guy?
Feeling pretty good, man. I had an ink pen around here somewhere. I can't find it.
I got two of them right here.
Throw it.
Just, that's good right there, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here as always around the water cooler, man. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us. Got a lot to talk about tonight. A lot to talk about, man. But before we get into it, man, make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast on Facebook, man. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk on Instagram and TikTok. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23. If you're on Twitter, follow us there on Twitter at CoolestPod23. Trying to grow our following there on Twitter. And as well, make sure that you subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know when we post more videos and when we go live around the water cooler. Ladies and gentlemen, we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers between now and the end of 2025. I believe we're at like 910, 911 or something like that. So we have a little ways to go. We're trying to hit that number before the end of 2025. So if you would, share the video, like the video, comment on the video, tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody come on over here around the water cooler because we talk all type of college football, SEC football, Auburn football. We talk recruiting. Man, we like to have fun around here, man. We may talk some pop culture. I don't know, some regular stuff as well. But we definitely gonna talk that college football and that SEC football and that college football around here. So please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button around the water cooler. Trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. Do that for us as well, man. We appreciate y'all so much for making that happen, man. Let's take a look in the chat, man. We got some people in the chat. Yo, we got people in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat rocking with us tonight, man. We got a lot of people that's rocking with us in the chat tonight, man. That's right. We got Auburn Dad for Life, always kicking us
Hey,
out.
D4L, what's up, my guy?
How you
Go
feeling?
ahead.
Man? Hope you're feeling all right, man. Hope all is going good with you, my guy. Hope you're doing well, man. It is December 1st, so hope all is good. JT is in the chat tonight. I see Jacayla Foss post. I did see Jacayla Foss Instagram post. I did see it. Instagram story.
I didn't catch that one.
I did see it. But yeah, it is. That's interesting, isn't it? Interesting, is it? Yeah, I'm just telling you. Yeah, but man, shout out to JT for coming in and rocking with us around the water cooler as always, man. I got Rodney Williamson in the chat, my guy. Black Magic Racing, what's up, my guy? Hope you're feeling all right, man. We appreciate you so much for rocking with us. As always, man. Man, y'all making us feel good tonight, man. Insider Ant. Insider Ant is rocking with us. What's up, man? The legend of Sweet Sugar Bell Williams, Mac. The Huggy Beard is in the chat, rocking with us as always. What's up, my guy? Tim the Two Main Taylor. What's up, man? How you feeling, man? Tico. What up, Tico? War Eagle to you, my guy. War Eagle. Karen Parker, what's up? War Eagle to you. What's going on? What's going on? Do what Rodney Williams said right there, man. Hit the like button, man. We appreciate y'all. Pay the fool is in the chat. War Eagle to you, my guy. How you feeling? How you feeling? James Barnett rocking with us tonight. What's up, James?
My boy
How
James
you feeling,
in
man?
the building tonight.
How you feeling? How you feeling? The Winkest Link is in the chat with us tonight. What's going on, my guy? How you feeling?
What's up?
How you feeling, Winkest Link? How you feeling, Winkest Link? How you feeling? Hope you're doing all right tonight, man. Everybody saying what's up to everybody. Shout out to my guy Nick Beasley, man. We did a preview show on Saturday morning, man.
Was too.
Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe over to the Nick Beasley show on YouTube as well, man. Shout out to my guy Nick. We appreciate y'all so much, man. Thank y'all. There go our guy. There he go. Mike McKinney in the chat. What's up, Mike? How you feeling, man? Hope you feeling good tonight, man. Hope you feeling good.
I did not have green bean casserole this year, Mike.
I hope you did not. I'm just saying. I hope you did not have that, man. I'm just saying. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us in the chat, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. It's good, man. We thank y'all so much for rocking with us. As always, man. Let's get into it, man. I'm gonna bring our guy in, man, from Bubba and the Old Man, Auburn Sports Talk. It is the man himself. It is Bubba. What's going on, Bubba? How you feeling tonight?
Bubba.
Yeah, I made it. I was 5 minutes late this time. About 3 minutes late.
It's all good, man. Shout out to Bubba rocking with a slugged up Durkin. You might have to change that name soon, my guy. But what's up, man? How you feeling, man? Welcome in the chat, my guy. Hope you feeling good. Hope you feeling great, man. Hope y'all doing all right today, man. Hey, man, Auburn has a new head coach officially. Auburn has a new head coach. The introductory press conference was today. A lot of people felt like he won the press conference. Depending on what people say, but a lot of people feel like he said the right things today. A lot of people feel like he said, you kind of saw an authentic coach up there today. Coach that actually, has a plan and has a process and systems and wants to see Auburn succeed, man. So as you can tell from the thumbnail of this video, coach for the future. Is this Auburn's coach for the future? But the title of this video is, did Auburn just hire the best? Did Auburn just make the best hire in college football? Is what we want to talk about tonight, man. We're gonna go over the press conference tonight because I want to see what a lot of people have to say about this about this hire, about what this potentially could mean for Auburn football. And I just want to get everybody's thoughts on this. New coach. There's been a lot of movement since the introductory press conference. A lot of decommitments, a lot of news, a lot of everything has been coming out of Auburn. But we're gonna talk about it tonight, man. Around the water cooler. Let's start off with just a general question, man. I'm gonna get y'all thoughts on this. Was this the best hire? Is this the best hire in college football? Is this the best hire this coaching cycle? Did Auburn just have the best person available for the job become the head coach for the Auburn Tigers? Marcus, you go first.
I can't say that. When I seen Virginia Tech hire James Franklin, I can't say this was the best hire, but it's a very optimistic hire. I think it's a very high ceiling for this hire. I was hoping in the beginning that we kept Durkin, so the fit would be perfect. Offensive minded coach mixed in with a good defensive minded coach. So I thought it was a recipe for success. But as I'm hearing from you earlier, telling me in the chat, Durkin might not be coming back. So I don't know. There's a very unsettling feeling. So I really don't know how to feel right now about the situation going on. I just want to sit back and wait and see before I cast my judgment on that. But as far as the best hire, I think Franklin was the best hire in this open market.
What be your thoughts?
It's impossible to make any proclamations on who would be the best hire, who made a terrible hire. For all we know, it could be Bob Chesney at UCLA. It could be Will Stein at Kentucky. We don't know. We don't know. As far as the press conference, I don't give a damn about press conferences, really. I actually felt like he was kind of awkward in the presser. He's not a public speaker, really. So, I mean, overall, I just, it's impossible to know. I say it's top 3 on face value.
Okay. Ted, your thoughts?
Yeah, same here. I have no idea. Got to see it first. Man, I'll put to you. Well, so we got 3 coaches in the SEC from the American Conference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to play the odds and say one of those 3 is going to be successful. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that we have that one.
Well, okay.
I couldn't tell you.
All right. Well, let's expound on that then. You just brought in a very interesting analysis there. You said the 3 coaches that the SEC has brought in. Shout out to our guy King Richard in chat. What up, King Richard, man? Warrior, good to you, my guy. Shout out to you, man. You just brought up an interesting conundrum there. 3 coaches from the AAC are now SEC coaches. That is Ryan Silverfield at Arkansas. That is John Summerall at Florida. And then, of course, everybody knows Alex Golesh, who's the new head coach at Auburn. If you had to right now, off the top of your head, for what you know about all 3 coaches, if you had to right now, everything in totality, everything that you know about Florida, Arkansas, Auburn, and the coaches that went that are at each program, did Auburn make the best hire between the 3?
Florida, I think, made the best hire. Arkansas made by far the worst hire. They fired Sam Pittman, and they hired extra diet, watered down Sam Pittman. That was arguably the worst hire of the cycle. That was a horrible move. But I mean, it's Summerall, slight gap, Golesh. You can flip them if you want to, but I think they were both equal level.
All right, Bubba's saying Florida, it has the best hire of all. Ted, your thoughts?
Man, honestly, if I had to pick one and just go out, because I don't like, I don't know, like these guys. That's why I brought up the fact that they all came from the American, because they all play each other and they're about even. So it's like if I had to pick one, I was really intrigued by Silverfield. Like it's a guy who coached the defensive line and the offensive line. Mm-hmm. I don't know. He has the track record just as good a track record as the rest of these guys. So
on paper, he's fine.
It's like 1 out of 3 is gonna be right, and I'm hoping that we got the right one. But in my opinion, like all of these, neither one of these guys is head and shoulders above the other one.
Okay,
that's why when they were the candidates, I was like, we probably should have just gave it to Durkin, but that's a different conversation to have. But I'm just hoping that we got the best one out of these 3. I mean, I like the guy doing it.
I would say if they leave it as constructed, like Durkin as the DC and Cody Burns, I hear is the OC and Golesh as the head coach, I think it will be the best situation. I think that will be a great recipe for a good 8 or 9 win season for next year, because Cody Burns is used to the SEC.
Okay, now
so
what
is
you
Alex
said,
Golesh. Alex Golesh is used to the SEC too.
But what you said though, Marcus, right there is very important. Now, if you ask the question of which one of these coaches are walking into the best situation, I think it's Alex Golesh.
Exactly.
Like I think this team is if it can stay constructed, is primed to explode. I think
Yeah.
Florida is going to take some time. I
Mhm.
think Arkansas is going to take some
Agreed.
time. But this is the best situation, right here, right now. So, I mean, for that, like I'm optimistic that he can do better than the last guy, right? But I got to see it before I just say like, hey, this is our forever coach.
Brando Trewick comes in and said, man, Auburn made the best hire. Golesh actually had to rebuild his program. And if Durkin stays, it's a perfect fit. What he's referring to is the fact that USF, before Golesh was hired, only won 4 games in 3 years. And since he's taken over, they've won 23 games in 3 seasons. Is what he's saying. 23 and 14, if I'm not mistaken, is what Alex Golesh is since he's become the head coach. And before he became the head coach, they were 4 and they only had won 4 games. You do the math on whatever the other ones was. But that's what he's saying. So basically, he's saying the guy that actually has had to build a program is walking into the best situation, and Auburn has the best opportunity to succeed out of all those 3. Y'all thoughts on that, man? Like, is that how you feel about it? Do you see it that way?
Definitely.
I think that's what we were just alluding to. Like he's walking into a situation. If you leave it alone and retain your pieces, we ready to go. All we needed was good offensive coaching this year, and he walked into a situation where he's supposed to be that offensive guy.
Go ahead, Bubba.
Yeah, if you're looking at it from long-term stability, I think Golesh did the best job. Summerall flipped rosters better, though. He lost 30-plus guys both years. He would flip those rosters. He completely took over the absolute awful and terrible job that Chip Lindsey did at Troy. Took him to back-to-back conference title games. So Golesh, I think, did a better job in terms of building out an off-field staff and flushing out a program and bringing in his program. So I think that's fair, and Silverfield's still a bum.
Man, this dude's not like Silverfield, but that's hilarious. That's hilarious, man.
Silverfield lost him some money.
Yeah, I don't know. But what's interesting about Golesh though is this team, this USF team that you're seeing right now. If I'm not mistaken, like they turned over their entire offensive line.
They did.
I think the entire running back room is out of the portal. I want to say they went into the portal to get some wide receivers, and the other ones are like freshmen. And like, so the 9-3 team that you see is the team that he actually that offense is actually constructed sort of from the ground up in 1 year. So like that gives me optimism that like he can find pieces that actually, can build the offense out. And he's not walking, like I said, he's not walking into a cupboard that's bare, right? Even with some attrition, he's still gonna have some talent on this team, some holdover talent. So there's that part of it. And it'd be even better if he can retain DJ Durkin.
Okay. Yeah. A lot of people are on the DJ Durkin train. If DJ Durkin is not retained, let's talk about that. If DJ Durkin is not on this staff, let's say next week, if he's not on this staff next week, your thoughts moving forward about this Auburn program, and does that optimism for you change? Start Bubba first. Unless Bubba went away.
Oh, my bad.
Went away. Go ahead.
I was turning my mic on. I turned it off. If Durkin leaves, I think we'll lose a decent number of guys. Not as many as people are thinking, though. I think the pivot would be to immediately hire Todd Orlando as the defensive coordinator because he wants a DC in by signing day. So I think we're in a much worse position schematically, recruiting-wise, and in every other way on defense if DJ Durkin leaves. I also think there would be less of a concern in the locker room in terms of allegiance to a specific coach and guys feeling like DJ may have gotten hosed for the job and thought he should have been hired in the first place. But I think Atkins might be gone. You lose some big playmakers.
Yeah.
Basically, the whole linebacker room I could see leaving. Melendez, Riddick, Atkins, Bryce Dees. All the St. Francis guys we had committed in this class are gone. So we're in a worse position roster-wise if Durkin is out.
Feel you on that. That's understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that go ahead, Chase.
I was about to say, I think DJ Durkin leaving is, whether he leaves or not, is the difference between us being Arkansas or Tennessee.
Yep. That's facts.
But
That's facts.
I don't know if we'd be bad at Arkansas though, but what I'm saying is like it's gonna be a significant drop off on defense.
It depends on how many defensive pieces we lose.
I just wonder who can we get on such short notice, right? Because these hires have to be immediately right now because of the calendar.
He just hired Todd Orlando.
He did as defense coordinator.
Right. Yeah. Right. So, I mean, how do we feel about that? Todd Orlando.
Terrible.
Well, it's not official. It's not official yet. Let's put it like that.
Right.
All right. Well, we know who our defensive coordinator is. It's not Durkin. So,
whether Durkin leaves or not, Todd Orlando will be brought in some capacity, probably as linebacker coach.
Exactly. Which basically would mean that Durkin would just be over the defensive side of the ball, meaning that he won't coach a position like he's doing now. Yeah, I think he'll just be like the CEO of the defense, and he'll just pop his head in. I don't know if that would be a cause of contention, or if that would be a deal breaker for him to do that. But I don't know. That would be something that would be interested. That should be talked about down the road when we get to that point. But yeah, losing Durkin. And I'll go ahead and say it. What JT was alluding to when you talk about Jaquela Faulk posted on his Instagram story. You're breaking up something that is not broken, is what he's saying. I'll find it and I'll tell you exactly what he said. If I can find it real quick. But to that effect, he was saying something to the effect of why break up something that is not broken per se. So let me find that real quick, and then I'll tell you exactly what the young man said on his story. Just give me 1 second here. Yeah, he said, "Don't like it. Hashtag don't like it. Trying to fix something that ain't broke. Trying to change something that don't need to be changed." Is what he said. So if you take any tea leaves or read or take any indication from that is up to you to decide about that. Go ahead, Bubba. What you was about to say?
I was going to say 4 years of 500 or worse football says otherwise.
Well, okay, it could be just that. It could be him bringing me into Orlando and them replacing the linebacker coach.
Yeah, it could be that as well. It could be that.
That's to Caleb Faulk. That's something that's probably very personal. He's there because of DJ Durkin, to be coached by DJ Durkin at linebacker. So,
well, he's been working with Rock Bellantoni all year at edge, and Bellantoni left. So
there's a lot of lot of different. A lot of different avenues he could go, because he could a lot of people speculate about a lot of things because of because of information that's being floated around. A lot of people will initially go to the fact that DJ Durkin is not coming back. Well, just hold on a second. It's not like these guys haven't met it's not like these guys haven't met like 8-9 times already that they trying to figure something out. Let's just put it that way. But the thing is, just wait, just let everything play out. This is what you have. This is what happens when you have a coaching change at the top. The guy's gonna always want to bring in the guy that he wants. As much as we sit here and talk about, we should leave in certain guys and we should leave in certain guys here, and don't mess that guy that might not fit with the philosophy and the way that head coach wants to go. He may see it differently. Maybe Durkin doesn't want to play at the same. Maybe Durkin doesn't want to have a defense that has a play complementary to an up-tempo offense.
Yep.
And maybe the defense won't look as good as you may think it will look with what the offense that's going to be brought in under that coaching staff. If you're playing up tempo,
I thought Hugh Freeze was up tempo though.
No,
No, not like this.
no, not like this.
Yeah.
Hugh,
He was a long time ago.
yes, not
Not
anymore. But the thing is, you look at this and you seeing the speed at which this offense plays with, how quick they get into the next play, and how they want to make sure the defense is out of position so that they can make plays. Does DJ Durkin want to be a part of that? Because if that happens, that ups the usage rate for your defense. If it goes well, it goes really well. If it goes bad, you can see a lot of 3 and outs. And the offense is on the field for 15, 20, 25 seconds, and then the defense is right back on the field. So it's a lot of things that he has to weigh in that decision, if that's something that he wants to do or not. So let's just let everything play out. I'm pretty sure it will be taken care of pretty quickly. This coach, Alex Golesh, he strikes me as a guy that has a plan. Very process oriented, very detail oriented type guy. So I'm pretty sure he has a backup plan if the plan that he wants does not prevail. Pretty sure there's a backup plan to that plan as well. Let's talk about the press conference, fellas, man. He was asked a couple of questions today in the press conference, and I want to go over some of the questions he was asked and some of the answers he was giving. I'm not gonna give like the full quoted answer. I'm just gonna give you a little bit of the Cliff Notes version of what he said. He was asked a question about the rival, how being in a rivalry again in this game. Now, the rivalry of the Georgia-Alabama rivalry. How does that feel? How does it feel to be in that rivalry? He basically said he thrives to compete. As a competitor, you thrive on competition. You want to compete. And he said he can't wait to be back a part of rivalries like that. Is this the type of guy that we could potentially go to Georgia and beat Georgia next year? This is the reason why I asked that question first. Do you think he's the kind of guy that can lead a football team into Sanford Stadium and come out with a W against Georgia? Is he that type of coach? Do you get that vibe from him just from the projection of what he is putting out there right now to the public? What are your thoughts on that, Taze?
Yeah, I think, man, I think he's a guy that understands that, and could we go in there and beat Georgia? Is he a coach that could do that? I think I'll put it to you like this. If you think about him, what we do know about him and why he's even on our radar at all is because he gets his team up to play big games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? They perform well in big games. I was actually, man, I was asking the same question you just asked me about Georgia, about LSU. Got them on the schedule next year.
True.
Can he be a guy to go in there and beat LSU? But yeah, I think he can, man. It's just, like I said, I got to see it first. Let me get an A-day in me.
I know, right?
At least, and then but I think when I say it looks I say Arkansas and Tennessee, like you think about what Tennessee is. Yeah, that's a team that could, that type of offense, man, could threaten the Georgia, could threaten the LSU, could threaten the Alabama. Like those are the offenses that kind of give them problems sometimes. So yeah, I mean, I think so. I don't want to just say that he's going to do it, but yeah, I think he has the makeup of a coach that does that, right? And like I said, the reason we even know him is because he's got his team up to play 4 big games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Your thoughts, Bob? What are you thinking?
I don't see why not. He's got the mentality for it, but him winning that game is not going to be based on mentality. It's going to be based on which team goes into that stadium and executes better. And I think that's something that's the thing that I think sold me on him is obviously detail-oriented, process-oriented. He said process.
17 times.
17 times. I thought it was 18. My bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I thought it was 18. Go ahead.
Might have been more than that.
He hammered home process because process takes precedent because you cannot predict the results. What you can control is the process.
Exactly.
I think his
Exactly.
approach, his process-oriented approach to the program is going to do more than him saying a lot of bad words. He says a lot of bad words.
I told y'all that last night. Get ready for a lot of cursing.
That has nothing to do with him winning games. It's great. I find it very, very, very entertaining.
Very relatable.
Yeah. His process-oriented approach and his hard-nosed mentality, that's what he brings, and that's why I think he can go win those big games. Because Chizik cussed a lot. It didn't stop him from getting his ass 49-0. It changed anything.
Like I don't know. Like, I would love to get one of those candid videos of this dude just coaching, man, because he looked so out of place in that interview today. Like he was being forced to be up there and say this speech, and he just probably wanted to speak a different way.
He did.
Like you could tell that, like, I just want to say the right things. This first one, let's get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I want to, like, I think, yeah, it'll be refreshing. You know, they won't have to warm up to Yolanda Adams.
Marcus, he was asked a question about quarterback play. The question that he was asked was centered around quarterback play, and is the room currently at Auburn something that he thinks can work with his system? He said putting a system together that fits the best QB you have on the roster, fitting that system around the best quarterback. What they do schematically will grow through the year, and the system will grow, but you got to be able to fit the system around the best quarterback on that roster. How does that make you feel?
I mean,
music to my ears, Nick. Music to my ears. That's what I've been waiting to hear a coach say for a while in Auburn. A coach that said, I'm gonna deal with the talent that I'm given and work to their strengths versus just try to impose my scheme and knowing that they're not talented enough to run my scheme.
Mm-hmm.
So that's music to my ear. But a question that I would like to ask y'all, do you think he gonna be like Deion and bring the Louis bag with him? Because I keep hearing questions that he gonna go get his quarterback and bring him with him.
Oh yeah, I think Byron Brown's coming. I think Jeremiah Coger's coming. I think Neptune kid, the other receiver, because we're gonna lose a couple of receivers. He's gonna bring a lot of guys with him for sure.
So what does that mean for Deuce and the people that's in the quarterback room right now?
I don't care.
Yeah, it depends on if we win or not.
This is the thing. Like I said, a lot of people, everybody that was saying that you don't care about this roster if they leave, guess what? You might start to see that right now. And what you're going to have to do, is, if you believe that this guy is the right hire for the future, you're going to have to believe in what he is saying. You have to believe in the fact that he's talking about being process-oriented, being detail-oriented.
Trust the process.
And scouting correctly to get the guys that fit the system that he wants to run. I know a lot of people are excited about the guys that's on the roster. Trust me, I am. I'm excited about a lot of the guys that's on the roster. But the thing is, what you have to understand is when you go into a coaching search, this is the risk that you run. You run the risk of potentially having this happen to where a coach who in recent years, this would not have been a conversation because these guys wouldn't have been going anywhere. But as Ted has alluded to, this is a guy that's a no-nonsense guy that's more than likely not going to let anybody tell him what he can and can't do. And that's kind of what you probably are seeing right now. He's going to go out and go get the people that he wants. He's going to go out and go get the staff that he wants. He's bringing in his own staff. Is basically what he told you. If you listen to him speak a lot, if you listen to any of his previous interviews everywhere else, you can tell that he wants to bring in the people that he is comfortable with, that know the system that he wants to run.
Well, yeah.
So for everybody that talks about roster turnover and they okay with it moving, I'm about to see how you really feel about it. Because this may be the point. This might be the offseason where we see a lot of people that say a lot of bad things about this coach before a game even starts because of because of the recruiting of the previous head coach.
I agree with that.
But the thing is, the guys he bring in may fit what he wants to do better because they may buy in better. One of the things he said when y'all are ready, when the players are ready for this program to be it, when it's a player-driven program, he said, when you hear successful coaches talk, they talk like that. They say that and they believe it.
Nah.
So you have to be able to deal with this. I can already see a lot of people gonna be like, man, we done lost him. Oh, man, this is bad. Oh my God.
But see, Nick,
let it happen. Let's just let everything go.
Nick, that's the beauty of this game because that all goes away if he wins. So it's really all up to him. Like this could be a great decision or a bad or a bad decision. So like it's really just up to whether he wins or not. And if he brings in his own guys, and I mean, the fans are gonna be the fans. The fans are gonna disagree with. There's gonna be fans that disagree with everything, right? If we had a higher, it wouldn't have mattered. There's gonna be fans that disagree. So like, it's really up to him. Can he follow through on what he's saying? Right? He's another coach that's coming in and saying some bold things. And now he didn't say like he was guaranteed he was going to do these things here, but he did make some statements about what his intentions were. He mentioned the word championships. He put high expectations on himself. So it's up to him, man, whether he can follow through and live up to that. Cupboard's not bare. We saw, you know what the pressure on him is we saw the potential of this football team.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So had he been just following behind Coach 1.0 of last year, and then he had not seen Auburn 2.0 is what I call it. It would have been different, but he's following behind Auburn 2.0, whose offense was pretty good. You know, so he's saying he you know, this offense is going to be successful. And he's been successful offensively wherever he's been. So I don't doubt that he's going to be successful offensively, but you got to win games, and that's up to him. Well, it's not up to him; it's up to the players. But like,
that's what he said. It's up to the players. It's up to the players. It's up to the players to do what needs to be done for the program to be what it wants to be. Because he basically said, if in his press conference, and I'm paraphrasing, he said, if the standard is with the coaches, then guess what? It is going to run its course. But if the players hold up the standard, it's going to just keep going and going and going because when players keep coming in, they have to keep understanding the standard and understanding exactly what it is to be in order to win, is what he said. Go ahead, Marcus.
So, question: what is the first year bar for? Like what goal is disappointing for him as a first year start?
I think it's too early to say that right now. I think that's too early to say.
He's got to get at least 8 for any sort of.
I think it's too early to say. I think it's too early to say because here's the thing.
That's a question. That's a question that depends a lot on if DJ Durkin stays.
Exactly. That's a question that really depends on what this roster looks like and who he brings in to make this roster and make it what it is. Because a lot of people are expecting a lot of attrition on this roster, but you got to understand and see what comes in behind it. I think that's a little too early to be saying right now what number number he needs to be at. In my personal opinion.
He has a lot of turnover and has to build this thing from the ground up, then you know those expectations are going to be a little bit different. If he can retain Durkin and keep this roster together, then we're going to be looking, you know, lofty with our expectations.
I would say at least 5 games because he gave USF 5 games walking in the door. I feel like with this roster, he can at least give you 5.
7-6 his first year at USF.
If Durkin stay and his roster stay together and he win 5 games,
he won a bowl game.
We're gonna be ready to get rid of him.
I thought it was 7-6
after year 1.
He was 7-6 his first year, 7-6 his second year, and 9-3 this year with the ability to win a 10th game.
If there is sort of, there's not going to be some sort of mass exodus. That's not going to happen.
I don't think so.
So unless there is a mass exodus and he has to flip the entire roster, he has to get 8. This isn't what Freeze took over. Freeze took over arguably the worst roster in the conference. This is a top 5 roster in the conference. Top 5 roster in the conference have to win 8 games at least.
If you lose
go
Xavier
with
Atkins, if you lose Elijah Melendez, if you lose Bryce Dees, if you lose those guys, it's still a top 5 conference in the car. It's still a top 5 roster in the conference.
You have the resources to go to the portal and get it. That's what he did at USF.
Ooh, good point, Bubba.
Something
Yes,
that,
but
it's something that he doesn't really like to do a lot.
That,
He likes to use
you
the
gotta,
portal to
that
fill
must
holes.
don't like to do it either. You gotta adapt.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do early on.
You
He's
gotta
not
adapt,
going.
bro. That's a good
This
point,
dude,
Bubba.
he knows the standard.
So what's
Cohen put the standard out there. We expect to win early. So if he goes out there and he wins 6 games, he's already on the high.
yeah,
That's
people gonna be
pretty
mad
much
at
what
that,
I was
man.
asking, Bubba. That's pretty much what I was like. What are we gonna be disappointed with first year? 6 games, 5 games? Are we gonna be like,
Yep. Can't do that. Can't do
All
it.
right, let me bring
thank
in
you for being honest, Bubba.
So
let me bring in 2 guys right here that's going to talk with us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Ant the Insider Ant, and I got Auburn Thaw. What's going on, fellas? How y'all feeling?
Good. I'm actually feeling pretty good tonight.
Okay, all right. Well, tell us why you feel that good. Why you feel that way, Auburn Thaw?
I'm cautiously optimistic about Golesh. Like anybody else, I don't know what he's going to do, but looking into him, he looks like he has it down on mentality. And one of the things we've been saying all year, this roster, and for 2 years now, has had a lot of talent, but they ain't got no clutch. They soft. And like I was saying in the chat earlier, 5-cent head. You got a pitcher with $1 million arm and a 5-cent head. We got some players that might be that way, and he might just tell them to walk. We got to be prepared for that. If he determines they just don't have that dog in them, don't matter how talented they are, when things go bad, they're going to collapse. You got to have players who can fight through the tough times. You got to have the right mentality to play football well. And I think that's been part of the problem. We've had a lot of players, but some of them have been soft. You watch, when things go bad, they're hanging their heads on the sidelines. When they're going great, everything's good. But, it's that front running thing. It's that soft mentality we got to get rid of. And I think Golesh is tough enough from what I've seen to shape up people and get in people with dogs that are going to have drive.
Okay.
That's why I'm optimistic.
Okay. And your thoughts?
I will break you. Oh, my bad. Another Rocky. Y'all already know how I feel. I feel like it's a great hire. This is what you needed. You talking about, people talking about change culture, right? So you brought in a no-nonsense, attention to detail, gonna hold people accountable no matter who it is. Gonna make sure that whatever plays is run, they're gonna be run almost to perfection, basically. So you got what you wanted. The point is you gonna stand behind it as a fan base, as a collective, as the AD. You know what I'm saying? This is what you wanted. You wanted to change the culture, so you got it. Now you got to stand behind it, good or bad, right now, because you don't know who's gonna do what. You don't know who he might say. Like Five Free said, he might just tell him to walk. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta stand like we say, then you gotta stand on business though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. And said you got to stand on business. I'm gonna ask y'all this question. We just had this conversation. How many games? I think it's too early for me to say, but how many games do you think he has to win year 1 in order for this to be successful?
Ask me that after January.
Okay. What about you, Auburn?
Let's talk after the spring when we see who's here and who's not.
Okay.
Including coaching staff and players.
Okay. All right. All All right, there it is, right there. Man, this is great. I want to move on to something else that he spoke about in the press conference. I'm about to bring in this next guy because I know he has something that he wants to say as well. And before I ask this question, because he literally just popped in right when I was getting ready to ask the question. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Go to Broom podcast, it is everybody's favorite Vanderbilt fan, Vandy Chris. What's going on, Vandy Chris? What's up, man?
Hey guys, I just got to watching you, and I've been a Golesh fan since the days that he was offensive coordinator at Tennessee. Got some interesting thoughts I wanted to run by all of you. Talking about expectations, right?
Yeah.
So this here is a coach that inherited a 2-10 football team. His first year, he took Alabama to the limit in Bryant-Denny. He told everybody today, process. It's year 3, and he made a legitimate playoff run in the American Conference. Trust the process. Don't set expectations in year 1. Let this man cook and do what he does. When he was at Tennessee as an offensive coordinator, they had the number 1 offense in the country. Let this man do his thing and don't put expectations on him where he don't meet him and then he fails in year 1 and everybody wants him gone. So I love what he's doing. You guys got a great head football coach. In fact, I would rank it as the number 2 hire overall in all of the coaches that have been hired. And that's only second to James Franklin at Virginia Tech.
Okay.
You guys made the right hire. So wanted to jump in and share my thoughts. If anybody has some questions for me,
Hey,
I'd
Chris.
be glad to talk about it. Yeah.
I thought Alabama played at South Florida that first year, and then the next year they played at Tuscaloosa.
I thought it was at Bryant-Denny the first year, and then at South Florida the second year. I could be wrong on that.
I think you got it reversed because I remember them being on the road when they sat one quarterback, tried the next one, sat him, tried the next. That was at South Florida.
That was at South Florida. Now think about
it.
It rained really bad. Now that you think about it, it was like super duper.
I like kind of remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I want to ask you, how do you feel about Vandy putting it to Tennessee and dropping in the rankings? That is horse pucky.
To be honest, that's a brand issue.
Yeah, absolutely.
People are promoting a Miami team, and hear me when I say this, right? So in all these polls, they list every single SEC teams in order, 1 through 6. Vanderbilt's clearly 6 because Alabama beat us, and then Oklahoma beat Alabama, so they're ahead of it. We're listed in appropriate order. Why in the world is Miami, who is the 3rd place team in the ACC, listed 5 spots ahead of the 1st place team in the ACC? It doesn't make sense. It's all about brand and trying to sell tickets.
I'm about to bring in a guy right here, man, because I really want to hear what he has to say. Because I really enjoy listening to him when he's on another show that's in these digital airwaves. Because I'm gonna just give him the floor to talk, and I really want to hear what he has to say about this because I low key been waiting on this. I was hoping that he jumped in tonight because I've been low key waiting on this because I don't know exactly what he's gonna say, but I want to say I have a feel of it. But ladies and gentlemen, it is Kid Country. It's Edward. Edward, what's up, man?
What's going on, fella?
Edward, I'm gonna give you the flow. Edward, I want you to talk, and I want you to tell us how you feel. How you feel about one young Alex Golesh?
I'm gonna be cautiously optimistic. He fits the mold of what I've been looking for as a head coach. I think our last head coach, which I said on the call-in show about a month ago, I wanted a coach with a set on him. I think at times he was a little passive. And I think in this day and age of college football, Hey, your leadership, it reflects the your team. So I don't need a guy that's gonna cower down and let the referee punk him, let the coach on the other sideline shooting birds out the run a trick play on him. Man, hey, I need somebody with a little fire in it. But I like it. I like it. I want to see how the dominoes gonna fall in place because it can go kind of two different ways. There's a good chance you could keep the majority of the roster. There's a good chance you can lose majority of the roster. For me to sit here 24 hours after the man and got hired and say it's a certain number of games that he need to win next year, I don't think that's, you know what I mean, the right thing to do either because you setting yourself up for failure. You know, Auburn fans do it to themselves. Let's just see how they play out. Let him come in this winter, this spring. Let's see how it come together. But the main thing, what I want to remind everybody, it might not be as bad as what we think. Because guess what? We got 4 other SEC teams on our schedule that's going through the exact same thing that we going through.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So you got LSU, coaching change. Florida, coaching change. Arkansas, coaching change. Ole Miss, coaching change. So
Kentucky.
we're not the only ones that going Kentucky. We're not the only ones that gonna be dealing with this. So that's what I'm looking at. I got a list wrote down of all the new coaches that came in to the SEC, and I want to see, God willing, if I'm still here 3 years from now, 4 years from now, I want to see how many of those coaches still at the same place that where they got hired. Because I think it's some team that made some good hires, and which I believe we one of them, and I think it's some team that fell for some food gold. But
Mm-hmm.
I like Golesh's demeanor. I mean, he showed you at Tennessee when he was offensive coordinator, man. He can put points on the board with the best of them. I mean, he had guys running wide open on a Nick Saban defense. And if you watch the game, the 2 years that they played Alabama, they just didn't have the horses. They gave them all the hell that they wanted. Alabama struggled in both of those games that they played against South Florida. So he had a team ready to play now. I give him credit for that. But much as I would like to see Durkin stay, I just want him to put the staff that he comfortable with. You know, if
Right.
Durkin a guy you're not comfortable with, then find you somebody that you comfortable with. Which I would love to see Durkin stay. But right now, I'm of the mindset I really don't care who stay and who go. You know, that's from a best player on down. I want guys that want to be at Auburn, man, and not necessarily for the dollar. That if I got to pay you a whole bunch of money to keep you, I'd rather you walk on out the door. You know what I mean? I want guys that want to be at Auburn. I want guys that take pride in Auburn. You know, because that's what Auburn is about. If I got to offer you another $1 million to make you happy to keep you staying, no, dog, you can walk on out the door and go on somewhere else. I can spend that $1 million on somebody that actually want to be here. So I'm not into the paying a player more money just to stay. Yeah, if your results on the field dictate you need a raise, I give you a raise. But just to keep you on the roster, no. Bye. And that goes from everybody. That goes for everybody. I ain't paying no more coach. No coach no more to stay. You want to leave? Bye. See, because what I done seen, now I gave Jake Crane hell. I did. But what I seen was I seen a team that's undisciplined. I seen a team that on third and fourth down, you had so many chances to get off the field, but you couldn't get off the field. You know, you made dumb mistakes. You made dumb penalties. We got to rid ourselves of that. That's the culture that got to go, not down and not one player, because I would never do that. But the game was on the line. Same way you did Georgia right before halftime. You had opportunity after opportunity to get off the field. So I'm not opposed to who go or who stay. You know, I'm really not. I'm looking toward the future. I think the future is bright. I think you got some dogs that been on that sideline the whole time that should have been on the field. So I'm cool with it. You throwing the ball to Singleton. He dropping ball out the ball. Start throwing the ball to Malcolm. Malcolm been on the sideline down there the whole year. Malcolm making plays. Hey, let him walk. You don't want to be here. You don't want to be at Auburn. Bye. Go. That go for everybody. Bye. I don't need you if you don't want to be here. I'm not giving you no more money to make you happy. And that's just my opinion, dog.
That's Elwood, ladies and gentlemen. That's Elwood. Shout out to our guy Elwood. I'm gonna bring in our last guy,
real quick
Mr.
to
21, Ed Darby is in the chat. Ed, how you feeling, man?
Yo, what's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Going good, man. What we got? I just tuned in.
Yeah, we talking Alex Golesh. We're trying to see we trying to see how you feel about the hire after seeing him in the press conference today. But I want to get Vandy Chris real quick because he wanted to get something in real quick. Go ahead, Vandy Chris, and we're gonna go back to 21.
So Ed was talking about he wanted a coach that had a set, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if any of you have all searched it out or anything, but there's videos of Coach Golesh on the football field during a game where somebody tried to pull some junk on him. He went to shake his hand, and the guy followed him after shaking hands, and he just turned around and gave him what?
Yeah, that was him and Tom Herman when they played Florida Atlantic or Liberty or something like that. But it was Florida.
It was Florida Atlantic University as well.
Yeah, but they ran the score up. They kicked the onside kick the year before because they was beating South Florida. So he kicked the onside kick the year before and got the ball back. So the next year, South Florida blew them out.
Yeah.
And at the when they went to meet up at the field, he gave it kind of like one of them doubt type handshakes, like, man, go on about your business, and kept going. So
that's the kind of edge that we need. We need to start using the hashtag Auburn Edge. Hashtag Auburn Edge is the hashtag we need to start using. Go ahead, Chris.
I love that in the coach. If you're gonna fool around on me, I'm bringing it back on you next time.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna play around when I bring it back on you. And that's exactly what you've got in Coach Golesh.
Here.
So, man,
let me get Ed real quick. Ed, go ahead.
Yeah, man, I seen what I needed to see.
Okay.
That's simple. Attention to detail, accountability, discipline. This dude has every minute accounted for. Oh yeah, this dude, you're gonna have to drag him out that athletics facility. It's exactly what we need.
Mm-hmm.
So he don't play golf. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, we ain't gonna be sitting up at no coin toss letting people bark at us. Just standing there taking it. Yeah, them days over with now. So yeah, a little bit of payments. We cool, man. This university, we are not cash money records, dog. We ain't blinging. We ain't got no shiny suits on like Puff Daddy, man. We are no limited masterpiece. Put the fatigues on, let's go. That's what Auburn is. And that's what
I like that.
That's funny, man.
Hey, are you from Calliope? You from Calliope?
Huh?
You Calliope? That's the hood you from in Louisiana, Calliope?
Yeah, man. That's what we got to be, man. That's the swag that we need, man. So we go everywhere as a unit, and go back to the old school Auburn way of every game, every time we play, it's gonna be a game, and you might lose some people in this game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can I say this to go along with what 21 is saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember everybody made a comparison of Summerall is your Pat Dye coach. This right here might be your new Pat Dye coach. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He hard nosed. Like Chris said, he gonna give back to you. He ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. And I mean, like I said earlier, you got what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're gonna get last couple statements in, and we're gonna get up out of here. I want to get everybody's last statements on how they feel about Alex Golesh. I know some people have gave it early in the show, but we had some new people come into the chat. We have some new people that's watching. If you are watching, please, we thank you so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler. As always, man, shout out to you, man. If you have not subscribed to the channel, if you have not subscribed to Water Cooler Talk, please hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment on the video, share the video. We are on a goal to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. So that's where we are. So if you're watching, hit that subscribe button for us. If you're watching us over on Twitter, you can come over on Twitter, follow us on Twitter there as well, and then come on over to Water Cooler Talk Sports YouTube channel and hit the subscribe button. Come watch some of the other videos as well over there as well. I'm gonna start with 21 real quick, man. 21, you just kind of gave it to us, man. Is this I actually, because this was asked earlier, between the Silverfield hire at Arkansas, between the Summerall hire at Florida, and the Golesh hire at Auburn, 3 AAC coaches that are now SEC coaches, do you think Auburn had the best hire?
I'm probably the wrong guy to ask because I don't keep up with a lot of other folks, but I probably so.
Okay.
I don't know much about Satterfield and the AAC, so I don't,
he was the Memphis head coach. He was the Memphis.
Okay, yeah, Memphis. Yeah, so they had a good team. So yeah, probably. I'm just not the best to answer that one.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Auburn football over the past 5 or 6 years has stopped me from watching college football all day like I used to. Because I'm getting tired of seeing teams run up offense.
So.
All
right, man.
Yeah,
shout out
but yeah, my last statement is just I think it's just a great hire. Get on the bus. If you don't want to get on, get off. Let's do this, because I bet right now he's only been here about almost 42 hours, something like that.
Yeah, let me look at my watch. 42 hours, 38 minutes and 12 seconds.
I bet you he's already watching game film on Auburn. He already watched it.
Pretty sure he is. Pretty sure he is.
The spring game, he pulled a Nick Saban.
He trying to find an edge. He's trying to find an edge somewhere. That's what he's trying to do.
All right, Phil.
Shout out to Mr. 21, Ed Darby, man. We appreciate it, man. Shout out to you. Edward, your last thoughts on it, man.
Like I say, I like it. And I give him the edge in those hires because just a couple years ago, we were putting 40 points a game at Tennessee. Some of those other guys, they hadn't experienced the SEC yet. So I got to give him the edge. Right now, this guy was putting 46 points a game at Tennessee as a coordinator. Oh, man, if I can get 34, 35 points a game at Auburn, oh, my God. So I'm going to give him the heads up. I think Silverfield, I think that was a good hire. It's going to take a little time and let it be patient. But I think LSU going to be the one that lost out in the end on this deal. Because I don't think they're going to be no better than what they already been.
Yes.
They still going to lose probably 2 games a year. So, I mean, I think for what they was to what they think they going, I don't think they're going where they think they're going. But that's just my opinion.
Let me dap him up on that statement.
It's a tough conference, man.
Shout out to I got Edward for that. And before Edward go, I'm just letting you know, Edward, you just kind of gave me a segue into the video that's dropping at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning on Water Cooler Talk Sports. So funny that you said that, Edward, because this is the video that's coming out.
Oh Lord!
Tomorrow morning.
Great mind think alike, man. Great mind think alike.
Yes.
So make sure you check this video out tomorrow morning. I break it down and I give you my 4 points why I feel like Lane Kiffin made a mistake. So check that video out tomorrow morning, man, because I'm telling you, I was not expecting Edward to say that, but hey, shout out to Edward, man. Edward, man, we appreciate you so much, man, for rocking with us, man. Appreciate you. Oh, boy. All right. Vandy Chris, man, your last thoughts before you get up out of here, man.
All right. I got 2 quick ones. Somebody asked over here in the chat what the quarterback situation looks like for next year. I'm going to tell you. If Byron Brown follows Alex Golesh to Auburn University, Byron Brown will be the starter. And he put up numbers early in the season that had him at the top of multiple Heisman boards early in the season. Of course, it fell off later in the year, but that's the kind of guy you're getting in Byron Brown. I think you're just fine if he comes in here. The question is, the quarterback room, who's going to stay and who's going to go? I'm not sure Deuce wants to sit for another year, but I don't think Ashton Daniels is the type that's going to quit on a program that he's invested in. I think Daniels is more likely to stay than Deuce. If that's what happens, don't worry. Byron Brown's in he's in good hands. Let's put it that way. Last thought. Ryan Silverfield. This guy inherited a Maserati at Memphis in a New Year's Six bowl game. He's not been back to a major bowl game since then. He's not won a conference championship, and the Memphis fans couldn't get rid of him fast enough. They wanted him gone. Arkansas just told the entire college football world they're not serious about football. They had Alex Golesh in their hands, and their beat writer couldn't keep it quiet and released it to the public and pissed Alex Golesh off and said, you didn't want to respect my wishes? I got one for you. I'm going somewhere else. See ya. I love Alex Golesh. You guys got a great head coach. I look forward to seeing what he can do at Auburn University.
Make sure y'all go subscribe to the Golden Broom podcast, man. What I got, Vandy Chris. Y'all on tomorrow night, 8:30 or 9 o'clock.
8:30 or 9, depends what time we get done ranking these SEC teams tomorrow night.
That's what it is. Shout out to Vandy Chris, man. We'll see you tomorrow, Vandy. Appreciate you, my guy.
Yep.
All right, Ant, what you got to say, man?
Man, Edward took my point for real. Cause I sure gonna say, man, I don't like that LSU and Lane hire, bro. I think LSU might fall off on this one. They might. You remember? So do you remember when they had the one that ate the grass?
Yeah, Les Miles.
Les Miles. Yeah. Remember how LSU ended on Les Miles' term, right? I got a feeling. I got a real sneaky suspicion that you might end up with that at the start of Lane career.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, from what you had, it might be a great. It look good on paper, but Brian Kelly really wasn't. He didn't do you bad.
Been saying that for the longest, but okay, it is what it is. Ant, you on the road, Ant?
Yes, sir. Finna headed down to the Polk City.
Oh my! Oh, you come what? No, the 251.
To the 251, baby.
Wait, okay, hold on. When you pulling in?
I'll be there tomorrow.
Okay, all right.
I gotta go to Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah, you going on the interstate. All right, then you going on
the
side. All right, then. Hey, be careful out there on that road, my guy.
I will. Oh, and I got one more thing.
Okay.
Golesh and Durkin have been talking. Talks have been good. It's just the paperwork for the contract. I think that's the holdup. I think we'll know by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Really and truly. And I don't think nobody needs to worry because I really think Durkin gonna stay.
I feel it. A lot of people are hoping you are correct, and a lot of people are hoping you are right on that. That's what that is. And man, be safe out there on that road, my guy.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll holler at you, man. All right, man. Auburn Thaw. What you gotta say before you get up out of here, my guy?
I can't say Auburn made the best hire.
Okay.
I can't say they didn't.
Okay.
Again, it's dice roll on all of them. Everybody knows I was more of a Summerall guy. I didn't even know a lot about Golesh, and I wanted a defensive head coach this time. We've had too many gurus come in here. I wanted the complete change, a hard-nosed defensive coach as a head coach. But from what I see, I think he's got the right stuff. I think he's going to culture shock these kids a little bit. You got to be at practice on time. You got to do your work. You got to do all this stuff. You're gonna be accountable. And I think he's got the perfect mouthpiece to tell these any of them that are divas, hey, it's team first and you second. Cody Burns, he was quarterback, became a receiver to help the team.
Mm-hmm.
He's the perfect mouthpiece. Go, young man. Sometimes you just got to put yourself aside and do what's best for the team.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that, and I like that Cody Burns is back because I've always appreciated how he handled things back then. So I'm hopeful for Golesh. What I see, I like, but like I said, I wanted Summerall. Everybody knows I wanted Summerall. I'm not gonna lie about it now.
A lot of people that want us in Raw. A lot of people that wanted him.
So, but I don't think Golesh is a bad coach. I think he's going to be a good coach. I just don't know if he's going to be better than Summerall. That's to be seen.
Okay. All right. That's good. That's a fair point. That is a fair point right there. That's
War Eagle, everybody have happy holidays.
Shout out to Auburn Thaw, man. We'll see Auburn Thaw Wednesday, man. So shout out to him, man. Appreciate him so much for coming in and rocking with us. Fellas, man, this has been a really good show. Final thoughts from everybody on the panel tonight. We'll start with Bubba first.
Yeah, we just hired our head football coach a little over 24 hours ago, right?
Yep.
And I'm going to take this time to continue the attacking of Ryan Silverfield because there's been nobody that has done that. Memphis is well-wished program in the country, and that man can't win 10 games. They poach from other G5 programs. They poach talent from other G5 programs, and they can't win 10 games. This dude almost got fired a couple years ago for winning 6. And guess what? They're going to be more and more used to it because they're about to hire Hugh Freeze's dumbass too. Another one, less with more. I pray for Memphis Tigers football fans. I'm sorry.
He had to get it in, ladies and gentlemen. He had to get it out. He had to get it out. Tez, your final thoughts, man, before we get up out of here.
That was funny. Man, yeah, I mean, I can't say whether it'll work or not. I gotta see it. I think he's a good coach. I'm gonna support him just like I support all the coaches that we get. I like what they mentioned about Cody Burns because I watched it when I watched the Cody Burns interview. One of the things that stood out is him and Golesh said the exact same thing.
They did.
I don't think it was rehearsed. I think it's like you can tell that is the process that is ingrained. Cody even mentioned like, "Hey, we got to evaluate the roster and see if they fit what we do." Like, so, man, all signs point to it being a decent hire, a good hire. Now that's a decent hire, but a good hire. And like we said, the culture here has got to change under him. That's a big piece of it, but not just the team. The culture of the fans has got to change too, man.
Thanks.
The fan culture has got to change in order for this to work because
we got to be patient.
You got to be patient, man. You cannot. We cannot just want to see him out of here as soon as he fails. We can't blame the play calling as soon as there's a lack of execution. Like we gotta give him an opportunity. Think about Missouri and Drinkwitz. Those first 3 years was not that good. You know what I'm saying? They's ready to get rid of him. But that 4th year, 10 games. So like you gotta get this thing a chance, man. So if he can do that, if he can somehow get the narrative on his side too, man, sky's the limit for this guy.
Marcus, your final thoughts.
Pretty much some of what Ted said, man. I feel like we have to be patient, man, because it's not gonna look good right off. I don't think. If it does, whoop-de-doo, hooray! But I don't think it will. So I feel like we, as fans, we got to be patient and trust the process. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of lumps. It's gonna be a lot of situations that, like Ted said, that we get frustrated. But I think long run, I think this could be a good hire.
There it is, man. You heard it from the mayor's mouth. Make sure y'all go subscribe over to Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk on YouTube. Bubba, when y'all dropping another video?
Whenever my dad decides he wants to get back on the video with me.
There it is. We missing the videos, Bubba. We miss them. Shout out to Tez. Make sure y'all go subscribe to @IsSC Season on YouTube. Tez, tomorrow night we the chat ranking the teams for the final time.
Yeah. For the final time this season, the chat is gonna rank the last SEC season ranking of the season. Should be a fun show.
Should be.
I agree, Brad.
Marcus, what you gotta say to people before we get up out of here, Marcus?
First off, I agree with Brad, man. I'm tired of hearing patience too, but hey, we just hired a new coach, man, and he on a 6-year deal. But man, y'all just be safe, man, and take care. We'll see y'all Wednesday.
Yeah, man. Don't forget, every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m., a video will drop. It could be about Auburn football. It could be about another team in the SEC. It could be about something college football related. But tomorrow morning, I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this one. You don't want to miss this one, man. Lane Kiffin made a mistake. 7 a.m. Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. I'm going to give you 4 points why I feel like Lane Kiffin made the biggest mistake of his career. It is what it is. Watch it all the way through, too. Watch it all the way through. Also, man, make sure you go subscribe to these YouTube channels as well, man. @IsSC Season when I got Tez, Tight Sports, Alabama Football Megacast, DC Wolf over at Auburn_Addicts TV, Dustin over at the Up Tempo Podcast, man. Make sure you go subscribe to our guy B Sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk. Vandy Chris, you saw him tonight on the panel, man. Go subscribe to the Golden Broom Podcast, and of course the Huggy Beard in the chat as well. Make sure you go subscribe to him on YouTube and on Twitter. Follow him on Twitter as well. Also, subscribe to Bubba and the Old Man Auburn Sports Talk on YouTube. Go subscribe over there. And also JMHO Sports Talk with our guy Coach Sean, and On the Block Sports with Coach Carl as well. And always make sure you go support the people that support Water Cooler Talk Sports. Follow our guy DJ at Hollywood Media. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_Media. That's Hollywood EY. And follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's, man. Day one supporter of Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Mess with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports. Marcus, what is the slogan?
Hollywood.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Man, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here tonight. As always, shout out to everybody that was in the chat with us. Shout out to everybody that came through. Everybody that was new in the chat. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all been great. Everybody that watched us on Twitter. We appreciate y'all as well. Please hit the subscribe button. I said we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2025, and we can't do it without you. And in order to do that, man, make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk, man. Follow us on Twitter at CoolestPod23 on Twitter. And of course, subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know when we post more videos and when we go live here on this here YouTube channel named Water Cooler Talk Sports is what it's called. So we appreciate y'all so much, man, for making that happen and rocking with us, man. We'll be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. We'll be back around the water cooler, man, and we'll be talking some more college football, Auburn football, SEC football, man. We'll be back then. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one, man. Y'all be blessed. Make sure y'all give the man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all the glory. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler. It is one love. And guess what? We are out this mug. I holla. Peace. We gone.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.